What's up, y'all? It's all rights reserved in the building. I actually watched the video with Criatention and Rain Lucy going back and forth with Queen Prodigy. There was a fourth person in there. I have no clue who it was. I couldn't see the name. I don't even remember them speaking. I saw their mic was on mute. But in that Discord, something I found very bothersome is that y'all had time to get on the Discord in a way to discredit Queen Prodigy or try and set her up, whatever you call it. But you two have yet to make music. So let me get this. At first, one was accusing the other of stealing music. Somehow they came to terms, they understood each other. But even in understanding each other, they took the time. They took the time to not only diss her, but power up for a situation in which now they're cool. You're cool, okay. So what is talking on a Discord instead of making music going to benefit the game or benefit your music careers? I don't see it. Who was that picture when the video briefly went in? Which one of you two was that? So you're telling me one of you is a 14-year-old kid and the other one is just whatever? That looks crazy. I don't know. I was like, what in the world is this? You guys can check it out when you're ready. Rain Lucy actually posted it. But I'm just confused. It's cool you made friends. Where's the music? How do you have time to bring Queen on and try and set up some funny video instead of making the music? That's why you two were involved, correct? I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Because you two did all that ragging on each other. Now it's y'all versus Queen, who I might add does tarot card readings. She does something way different. She does different things dealing with it, speaking about justice. How can anyone come at that? And you are getting notoriety because you sound like him. Do you know how crazy you sound saying it's not that? It's because you sound just like him. That's why anyone cares. Let's be honest. Why are people watching it? Because they're like, these guys sound like them. This music sounds similar. So if you sounded different, you would have blew up the same. People would have knew all about you, would have gave you the credit of your music. Because both of you sound similar to him. There's no other reason. What are they talking about? I don't know. It's to the point where they're talking about they're not making a dime. You're right. You may not make money right now. You're making a career off of them. Really? Is that so confusing? What's so confusing? Because when you two first came into the show and I introduced you, it was arguing that because you sounded like X. That was the whole bottom line. Where's the confusion? You guys sound like a rapper that was famous. Like they're acting like they're a totally different sound. They made it off their own and they got their own persona. Come on, man. There's even a time, Criatention, you addressed it in one of your songs. How you sounded like him. Come on, man. This is when the stuff just gets out of whack. It's like, obviously, because you sound like him, you brought a lot of fans that listen to him to you. I can say that bottom line. That was one of the main things I talked about with my fans. Or I don't even treat them like fans. I'm not like, oh, I'm not getting praised. The people in Commenter Nation I rock with, they were asking me that stuff behind the scenes. I was like, they say it or not, but y'all sound so much like him. That's why people care. How is that? How are you going to say I'm my own man and you sound like a famous you sound like a famous musician already? Because you guys took that angle, I already know that you're confused about the position you actually play. People are listening to you because you sound like them. And what's crazy is that when I play one of your songs, either one, it either says it's someone else's song or it gets struck down saying that Empire's like, that's our song. Can you explain that? Y'all do so much talking about everything else but questions I ask. You're no different than the dudes I address. You answer everything but what I asked about. I asked, bottom line, why is Empire striking my video if none of you are this person they think? How is that possible? I fought all of them, beat all of them. How is that possible? So you're so good at sounding like him, you confuse YouTube when you rap. Yeah, if only it went off voice, but it also goes off license. How is Empire licensed to y'all music? I say y'all because now y'all buddy, whatever. Either one of you. How is YouTube licensed to your music? As far as Empire saying that's our song. How is that possible? Do you see the sense it makes? Which is none at all? Makes no sense. If you were so unique and so different, that message would not get sent to us whenever we play your music. Have you ever played your own music online other than what you uploaded? They don't even play their own music in the background. Are you serious? It's so crazy because we started out with you two arguing whose song it was. Now it's you two trying to say people are doing it for clout, money, whatever. And now you're telling me the people that are real inquisitive that reached out to find out, they're at fault because they're doing it for some reason and you guys aren't sounding like him for some reason? Oh, it's your natural voice. I wish that everyone goes and plays back their interviews and stuff. Because when I re-listen, there's some things that make it kind of cut and dry of what's going on. Like as far as YouTube go. When I spoke to Criatention, that made it cut and dry on his point. And if you remember Rain Lucy, the way you came in, it was like you barely even came in. You were there when Criatention wasn't. That's why I'm saying, it's like, is it the one person playing a game as both of them? But you two were on that live, so it's hard for me to even say that anymore. But you can't tell me there's nothing weird, and that doesn't sound weird, that you two are buddy. No new music drop, nothing. And both of you have came up off of sounding like him. And yet we're the ones that, really? Your whole channels have gotten followers, subscribers, because you sound like him. Both of your channels. That's the bottom line. No one listened and said, yo, Criatention is the greatest rapper ever. Rain Lucy's the best rapper ever. It's because you sound like someone who we knew was talented. But since both of you claim you're not anything like it, never knew him, whatever, or maybe you knew him and were friends, whatever. Listen, I even twisted up both of your stories like that. But you both are teaming up on her when she's really had contact with people like I concerning the things. Y'all talk about everything else but this young man's fatality. Everything else, anything else not to talk about the fatality. That's what's weird. It's not weird by what y'all did. It's that y'all drag attention to music, to video games, eating some chips. Everything but the fact of the matter of what's actually relevant. It's just so odd. Maybe because you're 14, if that's you, and you're telling me you're 18, that's crazy. That's crazy. You look like a preteen. Are you kidding me? Like, what's going on here? What's the point? What are you gaining other than sounding like him? Come on, you knew you did. When you first made your song and you listened to it, you would have to know you sound like him. If you say you listen to him, or you had to practice to sound like him. There's no other way around it. It's not that this is just your style. Oh, I just rap this way. No, come on. Come on, man. Y'all never like to give credit to the people that need the credit, that deserve the credit. That's the craziest part. You never give credit to those that deserve it. Especially when your music sounds just like them. Like, what in the world? You were just coming at Rain because you said he stole a song. How is it hard to understand? You sound like someone. Voice and all. Like, the thing is, I didn't even take the time to do voice recognition on it. I'm just like, yo, if these guys want to deny it that bad, whatever. It's ridiculous. It's like, if you don't want to admit to who you are, why are you doing music? Why are you even making these songs? If you know you sound like someone and you want to be famous, why else would you want to be famous other than sounding just like them? When you know your career, everyone's going to say every time you sound like them. If that bothers you so much, why are you in the music game? You could have did anything. You could have learned to be a pro at skiing, pro surfboard, pro skateboard. You could have did anything. Business job, owned a business somewhere, worked for a firm, tried to be a lawyer. You could have did anything, but you both chose to do music, knowing that you sounded like someone. You can't tell me, how is that a coincidence? Common sense. Like, it just gets crazy. Because it's like, this is common sense. Like, it's crazy because they're like, I don't sound like him. I never heard myself sounding like him. I never knew that, when thousands of people said it. And when you keep making music, at a point, something like this, if it's not about the investigation, I really don't get into it. I just found it crazy. I watched the video and y'all are confused. How are you confused? What's the confusion? You sound like him, period. I don't care if you're speaking in a different language. You sound like him by your voice. And some of the things you do are similar to what he did. But the other thing is, none of you show your face. None of you show who you are. Never showing yourself. I could see if every video they showed themselves and they were someone completely different. Barely showing themselves. What is the confusion? Where are you truly confused? That's crazy. It's like you're crazy and you try and make me and everyone else look crazy because you're crazy. That makes no sense. Why are you trying to make us look crazy when you know you sound like someone? Or else, you know I wouldn't even talk to you if you didn't sound so much like him. That was the basis of first talking to you. Are we serious? I just find it crazy when people are out of line. They're definitely wrong. And they try and make you look crazy, or like, oh, you're trying to get clout. And you pick up a mic, sound like him on the mic, and I'm looking for clout. And you're pushing your music like this is my career. And Empire is striking me for your music. Like, what are we talking about? Really? I can't put my finger on it. But you can't tell me nothing's not funny about it. That this isn't funny business. Something's not off about it. Like, you can't make me seem crazy because I call out your flaws. Come on now. And one thing I can say, at least Queen Prodigy is in her own lane, doing tarot card readings and everything else. Not getting on a mic sounding like someone. And that's one thing that she does do. And it's not even about hating, it's just true. You guys do sound like him. All rights reserved.